Okay. On the injury front, Max Melton had a wrist, could not go back in. I think that's about it. I still the team, obviously I'm not going to get in the future, but didn't accomplish what we wanted to accomplish this year, and that stings. But I'm proud of them. I really am. They fought, they battled. We had a lot of guys in the lineup. Roles are changing, and to put that kind of effort against the San Francisco 49ers, a well-coached, tough, physical team, I thought that was pretty cool to see. So I'm proud of them, and I thanked them for that. And, it's good to see us close out this year at home with a win. What do we got?
When you have guys that are nearing milestones, does that ever enter any of your thoughts in terms of doing any of this stuff?
It doesn't. Some are, some aren't. No, we didn't. Not today.
It was talked about all week, ending on a high note, playing good, clean football. What good will you take away from tonight's performance?
Yeah, we took the ball away on defense. We didn't turn it over on offense. We played our brand of ball. Kept the penalties down, played within the rules. I know we had the one where Sean got thrown out. We can't do that. But, I just feel like, we did what we had to do to win the game, and that's starts with our effort, starts with our brain. And we played pretty clean today.
To see the offense click the way it did in Week 18.
It was good. There's obviously it's not going to be pretty all 18 weeks. There's going to be some ups and downs, like any NFL team, any NFL season. That's just how it goes. But I was proud of the way they battled today, and a lot of guys stepped up and made a lot of plays.
Tyler, 4 touchdown passes to end his season. What did you make of his performance?
I thought he played extremely well. Some new guys in the lineup, you know what I mean? That's real for a quarterback. Mike wasn't able to go today. Zay Weaver went in there. He had Christian Jones first time starting to tackle. Jackson got an ankle on Friday. So, he battled, man. He's a competitor, and we're going to go where he takes us. I know that.
What way did he and this passing offense grow over these past 2 games?
Yeah, execution, the understanding of the why behind the play. I thought Drew called an excellent game. Some really good schemed up plays that we had worked on, and, we're anticipating certain things from them. And it's really good coaching by the staff and Drew to call it, and the guys understand what needs to get done on each play to make it a successful play. I thought we did that well tonight.
How much better would it take us gone, you think, Coach, if you didn't have some of those picks in the second half of the year?
I don't know about that. We didn't play clean enough to win,
Overall, was this a tough game to prepare for, just given the fact that you guys weren't moving on after this?
No, not at all. These guys know the NFL is about strapping it up week to week, day to day, and doing the best you can do. And Kyler talked about it on Saturday night. Time is fleeting, man. It really is. So they're not going to let an opportunity slip through their hands without putting it all on the line. And I'm very appreciative of that. No, we wanted to come in here, play good ball, and win. I thought that was good by them.
Obviously, when Max gets hurt and Sean has to lead, you're losing some cornerbacks, but it looked like Keitrell obviously got the big pick.
Yeah,
and
huge play.
He's kind of had that.
Yeah, he's played. He's got multiple roles on game day for us. It was good to see him out there playing and come up with a big play for us. That was a huge takeaway.
Stand out with Greg tonight?
Say it again.
Would you see you stand out with him tonight?
Greg.
Dortch.
Gee. Playmaker, man. I thought he had a hell of a game. We got the ball in his hands a couple of times. I love the first touchdown I think he had on the third down. Kind of felt that they were going to heat us up there, get the ball in our playmaker's hands in space with a couple guys to make miss, and he did, scored. The other red zone one, that was really good execution, good play call. Guy, he wears a lot of hats for us. He puts his pads on every day and comes to work, and he's a grinder, man. I love him for it. He's highly competitive. That's, if you get enough of those guys, you'll be okay.
You hurdled another guy again today. What can be said at this point about his season that hasn't been said already?
Probably nothing. And honestly, I think his best ball is ahead of him.
I know you haven't watched the film yet, but early impressions of Christian Jones.
I did good. I mean, he's blocking a premier top 2, top 1, top player in the NFL. That's a tough matchup for him, his first start, you know what I mean? But this guy, we were laughing about it and before the game kicked off. I mean, this guy played, at Texas. Like, it's not like he's playing, not like he hasn't been in big games before, you know what I mean? And I know the NFL is a lot different. It is. But this guy, a cool story about him when he had all those holds in Indy, Clayton's getting after him pretty good. He doesn't blink. Like, there's no blink in his game. And that's cool to see. It's cool to see. I'm glad he got some run today.
Curious to see what Monty and y'all can do in the offseason with moves.
Yeah, I'm trying to get through the game right now, honestly. But I will say this. The work will start tomorrow morning.
What did Zabin show you in year 2 at edge rusher?
His ability to win, being a pass and run defender can affect the game. He's a very versatile piece that we value. You know what I mean? We put a lot on his plate. He probably has to know more than almost anyone on the defense, and he handles it. He never whines about it. Fine, that's what I'm going to do. Hey, we're going to drop you in coverage on third down. You're not going to get to rush, and these, calls. Fine, great. If that's the best thing, great. Hey, you're going to rush all the game off versus their best tackle. Fine. You know what I mean? So I value that he loves ball. He's a really good teammate, and I think his best ball is ahead of him.
You guys have to kind of have these types of games like you have today 3 or 4 times a year to go where you want to go? Or can you
I think we need to play better as a team.
47 points, 3 takeaways. Obviously, those are going to be things you want to look at and change after watching the film. But in terms of complimentary football, would you say this performance ranks pretty high?
Yeah, score was up a little bit for my liking, honestly, at halftime. But yeah, defense got some stops, got some takeaways there. A 4th down stop, I think, a couple takeaways. That's how the game should go. When you win a takeaway battle 3-0, you typically should win the game, So we just got to do a good job. That's going to be a huge point of emphasis, and it always is. It's real, man. If you give the ball away and you don't take it away, it's hard to win games. So, the games where it's even nil, we got a really good chance to win. The games that we win that battle, we'll win the game. The games that we lose that battle, we won't. I mean, it's pretty black and white, along with the other 8 million things that go into winning a game, Okay, thank you, guys.
Is this the ideal way to end the season, Glow?
Ideal? No. Yeah, to win. Yeah, for sure, to win. Want to be playing next week. Didn't reach that. Didn't reach our goals. But I know we're heading in the right direction. I know that. It's unfortunate, but it's good to play. Come out here and play the right way. Take pride in how we play and come out here and win.
Your 4th touchdown pass was to Marv. Last play of the season for the ones. Is that something you feel like you can go in the offseason and build off?
Yeah, I mean, past 2 weeks, I felt like today was a little slower for him. Last week, he got going. Felt like he played really well last week. I wanted to continue that this week. I mean, that was kind of a focus for me personally. Once we got eliminated, come out here and let's get our rhythm as far as in the air. I thought he's only going to get better. He's only going to get better. We're only going to get better. I'm excited.
How much time away do you need to decompress after this season?
Away from what?
Just away from football for a while before you start right back after.
You're never really away from it. I mean, I'm not going to be away from it. Probably a week. Like I said, I'll probably take a week off and then get right back to it as far as working out and stuff.
Why is that so important for any player, especially you?
I don't want to ever get too far away from the game. Just because this is my life. Yeah.
What did you feel like this passing attack kind of found in these past 2 games?
I thought we were crisper. Thought we executed well. Still could have been better, but I think everybody did their job. Obviously you're not gonna be perfect. You try to be perfect, but our guys were where they're supposed to be. On time, caught the ball and then contested catches. There's a couple that we left out there, but for the most part, I thought everybody did their job.
How much do you enjoy or like to see when you can get more guys involved, guys like Dortch, guys like Zay involved?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I love it. Been wanting Dortch like it's the last game of the season. You know, he just finally get going. But Dortch is a playmaker. You know, Dortch needs the ball. I said the NFL is a revolving door, so you never know who's going to be here, who's not going to be here. But I love playing with Greg. When he has the ball, he's a playmaker, and he usually good shit happens when Greg has the ball. So.
Gannon just touched on your message to the team Saturday about time is fleeting, and can you maybe tell us what your message to the guys were?
No, I mean, I'm not going to break it down in here, but it was, like I said, I'm the foundation. I feel like we're on the right track. We again, it just comes down, we got to execute better. There was more to it, but as far as just, kind of the mishaps throughout the season, is you can't let what seems like a little game back in October means a lot. It means a lot. And you let a couple slip and you look up at the end of the season, you're 2 games away. It's like shit, so excited where we're going.
Are you good at, I mean, you were just talking about, hey, you noticed a couple games here and there, so you've thought about it. Are you good at now putting that in the rear view now, or will there be a little bit of time where you're still kind of like that game there or that play there or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, they always eat at you. They always eat at you. I mean, even today there was a couple plays throughout the game that you wish you had back. But watching football, that's not what I want to be doing. But it is what it is. We finish the season off the right way, get another opportunity, we come back next year. Or this year, obviously, but later this year. So.
You finished with the second most passing yards of your career. Overall, are you pleased with how you played this year?
Am I pleased? Thought it was a solid year. I don't. It wasn't what I wanted. No, it wasn't what I wanted. No.
How close do you feel like you guys are?
Really close. I think we're a couple plays. I mean, every team can say it, but I think we're literally a couple plays away from being a 10-win team. I'm not going to get up here and complain about some of the things that happened throughout the season that I think kind of altered some games. But, I think we all got to look in the mirror and see how we can be better going into next season, me included, and come out here and be better next year.
You're talking about how excited you are about where this team is, and then the time is fleeting message. As your career goes on, does every season start to feel more important in a sense?
For sure. I mean, I'm going into year 7, this season, which is insane. But still young. But been in the playoffs once. I feel like no, that's not what I'm used to. It's not. I mean, I'm getting used to it, but I'm trying to change that narrative, trying to change that, change the culture around this place. And I think that's, I believe in what we're doing. I believe that's where we're headed.
Do you like that you're getting used to it?
What kind of question is that, bro? No. What? No, I'm not getting used. I don't want to get used to it. It's every year. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. You put so much into it to not have a chance to win it all. It's tough.
Knowing you guys are right there, is that any more exciting or motivating for you to get back in the lab and say, hey, we were this close, but next year we'll definitely be right there?
I mean, just because, we finished the year the right way, just because we were close this year doesn't mean we're going to be close next year. We got to, again, we got to put the work in, we got to go do it. It was, like I said, it was good to feel, for me, going to the offseason, having played well in the last game, and remembering, that's the last thing I will remember. The guys will remember, how did you play in the last game? It doesn't matter, but, you still, I think individually, you want to feel good about your last performance. But no, nothing's driving me to go harder. I want to win Super Bowls. That's my goal.
Trey McBride being him better.
Yeah. Yeah, he can be, which is, it's saying a lot, because he's a beast. He's a beast.
We give your thoughts on what you think you should do this offseason as far as a team?
No. I mean, no. I'll leave that to Jay Giamatti.
How can Trey be better? I mean, he impressed us so much this year. How can he be even better?
Yeah, little things. I mean, he does so much, but there's little nuances that nobody really, you gotta be in the room to really, understand what's going on. But no, man, I think I'll say it every time. I think he's the best in the league, and he'll only continue to get better as we get better together.
Thanks,